Welcome to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so our customers can easily choose the best watch for themselves in the comfort of their own home. If you like this watch and would like to purchase it at the lowest price anywhere online, click on the link in the description below to buy it at JazzTime.com. Today, I'm going to be reviewing the Rolex Yacht-Master 40 rose gold rainbow gem set bezel with a Paved diamond dial. I want to talk to you a little bit about the history of this Yacht-Master, where it stands with the rest of the line, then talk to you about the bezel, dial, case, bracelet movement, try it on, and give you my final thoughts. So let's start with the history. Now, the Yacht-Master is one of the, actually, it might be the earliest or the newest of the sports line for Rolex. Rolex makes many sports lines, such as the Submariner, the Deep Sea, Daytona, so on, Sea Dweller, Deep Sea, etc., Explorer, and all those have a very long history, 50 plus years. The Yacht-Master is the newcomer. It's only been out for approximately 30 years, came out in, I want to say, around the mid-90s. And as such, they don't have as many variations on the Yacht-Master. Okay, now the Yacht-Master started with just stainless steel. They had the most basic stainless steel with a platinum bezel and a two-tone, and they added the two-tone. They had the rose gold, and they soon eventually came up with the rose gold 40 with a Oysterflex case or Oysterflex bracelet, and that was on the market for, I want to say that came around 2015 or something like that, and it was on the market for around 5 years. And during that time, Rolex has some watches that are off catalog. And what does that mean? It means that some of them are not on their website. They're made for special individuals. They do make them. They're limited, but they're limited and exclusive, but they're not numbered pieces. So, for example, if you had a very good relationship with your AD, you might have access to a very special piece that wasn't on the catalog, and this was one of them. It's the Rainbow Yacht-Master. And so, as you can see, obviously the watch is quite special, but it wasn't on the catalog. It was not on the catalog. So, just by example, you might have had to spend like $1 million, for example, at your Rolex AD, and your Rolex AD had to be one of the top ADs. It can't just be like some small mom and pop shop AD, because Rolex was not offering these ones to anyone except their biggest clients. It's basically the cream of the crop for Rolex. Okay, so that's a little bit about the history and where it stands with the rest of them. It stands above all the rest of them in that it's the most I wouldn't say complicated. They're all the same, equally complicated. They all use the same movement, but it's the most extravagant, that's the right word, of all the Yacht-Masters. And it's the most expensive of all the Yacht-Masters because it has this gem set. Okay. All right, now let's go ahead and start talking about the case. The case is rose gold and is 40 millimeter. Now, Rolex has since made a very minor change in the Yacht-Master 40 on rose gold. They made it it's actually exactly the same case, except the movement is a little different, but you can't see it anyways. And also the buckle is slightly different. Other than that, it's remained the same. So even though this has an older reference, this is an older reference. This watch was produced, I want to say somewhere between I think 17 and 21, 2017 and 21, and then they stopped making this production. So anyways, the case is 40 millimeters. That's unchanged. That's from my thumb to my index finger from the 8 o'clock to the 2 o'clock position, the longest distance across the bezel. Okay. And it's 40 millimeters. Now, if I turn it on its side, you look at the profile. The profile is an average profile. The height or the profile is 12 millimeters. That's nothing surprising. Rolex is known for making very practical watches, so this is no different. It's same as any other of their Yacht-Masters or Submariners or GMTs. They don't make them thick, they don't make them thin, they just make them just right. So there you have it. Okay, what else is kind of notable about the case is that the case is using an oyster case as opposed to the more triangular or more edged case of the Submariner GMT sea dweller, deep sea, etc. Why? Because Yacht-Master, as the name implies, is to be used when you're yachting, right? So yachting is a race, as a Daytona is a race, right? So these things should imply that the watch should have some kind of streamlined look to it. And in fact, it does in this very streamlined case. If you notice the edges of the lugs, they are not edged. They don't have defined edges. They are sloped, kind of like a race car or like a racing sailboat, which totally makes sense. And it's in line with the spirit of the watch. Okay, so that is the case. Now let's move on to the bezel here. The bezel, you guys can obviously see this. The bezel is very special. In fact, you have to be a very high-end and trusted, known, and big spending client to be even offered this watch. And so for it to end up on the green market, it's even more difficult. And by the way, if you want to buy it at the lowest price anywhere online, click on the link in the description below to buy it at jazztime.com. Okay, so what makes it special? Well, it has these gems, which are hand selected by gemologists and hand placed by the setter. And you'll notice that they're all natural stones and they alternate between colors. You see the center triangular diamond, and then all the other ones, the green, the yellow, the blue, the yellow, pink, so on and so forth. And it keeps on alternating through, and it just looks like this beautiful array of rainbow colors, and hence the name rainbow. Now, functionally, I'm not sure how much functional it'll be doing, but I doubt you'll be wearing this rainbow gem set on your yacht. You'll probably be wearing it at your fancy event, red carpet, or some. I'm sure you'll be doing something special when you're wearing this watch, because the watch itself is special. Okay, now let's move on to the bracelet. Now the bracelet, or move on to the dial. The dial also, they come in two variations of this dial. The dial that you see in front of you is a Paved diamond, and I really think that this combination with the bezel is the only way you can go. They also make one with just a flat black a dial, which is the dial that they use for all the Yacht-Masters. But I just don't see that being befitting a watch of this caliber. If you're going to go with the rainbow bezel, you have to have the matching diamond dial to match. It just, it flows. It's just kind of like having a race car with no spoiler, or, having a suit with no dress shoes. It doesn't match. You got to have the whole package. And this is the whole package, literally. There's nothing further you can get on the Yacht-Master. This is Rolex's epitome top that they can provide if you want to buy a Yacht-Master. If you want to buy a Yacht-Master and you want to buy the absolute top from the best watchmaker, or one of the best watchmakers in the world, this is it. Diamond bezel, a diamond dial, a factory diamond dial, all hand placed by hand, impeccably placed, all natural stones. How long does that take? A very long time. I don't know, because I'm not a gem setter, but if you look at the craftsmanship on this dial, you'll see, yeah, it takes a very long time to set this dial, and then add to that the bezel. The combination is out of this world. Okay, so that's the dial. As I said, they also make one in black, but I'm not really that big of a fan of it. I'd much rather this one. Okay, now let's talk about the strap, or the bracelet. The bracelet is an Oysterflex bracelet. That has not changed between this model and the newer model. The only thing that has changed is this buckle is using a it's easy link 5mm comfort extension. What that means is you can pop it in and out like this to extend it 5mm, but you cannot actually, it's not a glide lock. On the newer models that came out in, I think it's 2021, they had a glide lock. And that's the only difference. From the outside, it looks the same, and functionally, it all looks the same. Okay, so yeah, I mean, it's a great bracelet. Now you might wonder, why would you put it on a rubber strap? Well, it was meant for yachting. This is just the hyper version of it, right? So it makes it kind of sporty in some ways. And if you make the whole darn thing gold, it a little bit kind of looks how would I say, a little bit gaudy, or I don't know. It looks a little bit. It's a little bit much. Okay, so. Anyways, that's what they've decided to do. So it's on Oysterflex. Now let's talk about the movement. The movement is, you cannot see it anyways. I can tell you that the newer ones as of 21 have changed. This one is a 3135 movement. It's a standard Rolex movement. There's nothing wrong with standard because this movement is tried, tested, used for 30 years, and it's on all their watches at 36 millimeters above with a date and time. So it's a very good movement. I mean, even if I were designing this and I had endless resources, I wouldn't tell, oh, design a completely new movement. No, use the one that you have because that one's great. Now, they do have a new 3235, but, at the time that this was produced, 3235 wasn't out. So there you have it. Okay, and anyways, you can't see it. They're both excellent anyways. All right, so let's go ahead and try this on my wrist and give you my thoughts. Now, I'm 200 pounds, 6 foot tall. So I have a 7.5 inch wrist. As you can see, the watch fits very good on me. And my thoughts are, well, the Yacht-Master has always been a top watch, especially on this rose gold. And this one just takes it to the next level. And, this isn't the average watch that probably you and me are going to buy, but someone out there who has very extravagant taste, who wants to be different, who is different, and who has the means to be different is going to be looking at this watch thinking, yeah, I'm going to buy this thing. So for that person who's watching this video, yeah, you can click on the link in the description below to buy it at jazztime.com. We're selling it for the lowest price anywhere online. Now, if you want to know the price, it's changing all the time. We obviously have this watch because it's sitting in front of me. I'm holding it right now and I'm trying to sell it to you. So we have it. We might not have it the moment you call, but we can get it. And if you want to know the price, you click on the link in the description below to buy it. It's going to be over $100,000, that's for sure. But at any rate, if we don't have this one, you can get another one. But what do I think about it? Yeah, I mean, it's not for everybody, right? Not everybody can pull it off. Not everybody wants to pull it off, or not everyone can pull it off, right? But for that special person, whoever he is or she is, you might be somebody, you might be a star, you might be a singer or actor or whatever you are, or you're just a person who, has very good taste and wants to wear something totally out there and you can pull it off. So for that person, yeah, you definitely could buy this watch. And I think it's a fantastic one because it's very unique. And, they make another rainbow, which is the Daytona, but that one's, we're talking $400,000 or $500,000. This one's going to be under 200,000. So I think for that, and it's more rare too. You don't see as many of this as you do with a Rainbow Daytona. So for that reason, I got to give it 2 thumbs up. And if you want to buy it, go to jazztime.com.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on show more to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.